sound of underground. This is the Ultra Maximus. This is the Raw Report comic book podcast that we call the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, everybody. So welcome one, welcome all. This is your humble host, the Ultra Maximus, the unscripted. And share this video. Subscribe, leave me a comment if you're watching on the rewind. And of course, don't forget to like and share. And I appreciate all the likes and shares that you guys have done for me, because you guys really are a really, really good audience. Yeah, that's right, Kitty. You tell them. Herd S. Eric. If you don't know who this guy is and why his awesome Ultra Maximus logo is what dons a lot of my, social media and stuff like that, my branding, well, then you need to go check this guy out. He's over there on Instagram. You can give him a follow, hit him up for some graphics work. He's also a fellow comic book fan, so what's better, right? Soundtrack is always provided by White Bat Audio. You can hit up Carl Casey at White Bat Audio here on the YouTubes. You can also find him on Spotify and also at whitebataudio.com. And of course, royalty-free, no copyright music. Gotta love that. And this channel that you are watching is, of course, the home of the Ultra Maximus. We have breached the 1,000 subscribers, but you know what? I've only gotten +5 since breaking that wonderful goal. So let's get those numbers up. They're still rookie numbers. And of course, if you have good comic book friends and you want them to have an opportunity to win the Ultra Box, well, maybe you should tell them about my channel. But, I understand everybody liked it when I was the best kept secret in comic books, and I wasn't really advertising a whole lot about who I was and what I know. But, I'd like to do this for a living if possible, and that's why I really, really appreciate all of your help getting me thus far to the 1,000 and functionality of YouTube and all that. But let's not forget about the friends along the way that helped me get there. ComicBarricade.com, of course. Make sure you guys do hit them up if you do require any of their Comic Barricade products, and you can use the code that I'm giving you here, ULTRA, for 10% off your order. And don't forget to hit them up. Appreciate everybody doing it. And of course, shout out to Wanted Comics, who just gave me a care package of some phenomenal things. And make sure you click the notification bell for notifications for when we go live, because guess what? I will not be home to do a secret variant this Sunday. So I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but it looks like there may be a secret variant going down tomorrow before I decide to hit the road. So make sure you have subscribed to the channel and click the notification bells for notifications for when that does go down. And of course, follows are always appreciated, whether it be on Facebook, on IG, or on Twitter. You guys can find those links on my channel homepage, and it's curtains for some of you. Curtains. But nah, let's talk about this, everybody. So this is the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. I am your Raw Reporter. I give you a Raw Report, unscripted. Some other people get like outlines and stuff like that. I just put my slides together. That's all I do. So I'm not really doing too much to change that. But there we go. Needed to fix my screen. Oh, look at that. I need to fix my camera too. Hello, everybody. I'm sure you are wanting to see this wonderful face, the wonderful beard, the wonderful tie I've got on this evening. I do, of course, try to keep it spiffy. And again, thank you again for tuning in to the Raw Report Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser here, everybody, on my channel. And what up, Empire Comics? And what up to all of you guys in the live chat? Thanks for joining. And again, you guys make this a fun, interactive show. Don't forget, Super Chats are, of course, active too, but not necessarily required. But let's talk about some things. So we're going to get spoilerific, of course, if this means we're talking about the top story. Guardians Assemble? Oh, wait a minute, what? So Guardians of the Galaxy got canceled just in time for them to release a video game. This game was released on October 26th. And as you guys can see, that jacket that is on Star-Lord is recent from the comics. So they have definitely gotten, there's some premium stuff that I think you can get, a premium edition that comes with additional downloadable content. But that right there, that Star-Lord jacket, I need that in my life, in real life. So if anybody knows a leather jacket maker that can get down like that, let me know. And I needed a size extra small. No, just kidding. Extra large. All right, so the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Deluxe Edition also has a couple of good things where you get the City Lord outfit and the Sun Lord outfit. Both of these are really, really cool. Steelbook case. You do get the full game, of course. And then you get the original video game soundtrack on a digital download too, and a mini art book. So this is available for PS5, for PS4, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. Yeah, let me know, anybody playing this one. From what I'm hearing through the grapevines and my circles and stuff like that, they say this is better than any of the other Avengers games, at least. I'm not sure if it's better than the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, but it is apparently up there as far as favorability. And it only came out 2 days ago, so it's still very new. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you're going to be picking it up or if you're going to be renting it or borrowing it from a friend or downloading it or whatever. And yeah, I gotta get a PS5 before Gran Turismo hits in March. So, all right, everybody, you know how I like to do it here at the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. I like to show you guys a couple of books. I'm going to give this one an honorable mention. Why? Because it's a freaking Delgado Moon Knight. Also, the guts inside this book continue to deliver on some of the best storytelling that Moon Knight has had done since, well, let's just say since the Lemire run. And that's in my opinion. I mean, but we got a lot of other books that actually came out. And you know what? This probably would have been the book of the week last week had it actually hit shelves last week. But unfortunately, due to delays, it didn't actually hit shelves. It was actually supposed to be held back. So book of the week this week is going to be your Gunslinger Spawn. Oh, I'm sorry. The runner-up for book of the week is going to be the Gunslinger Spawn 1 and 250. So signed and numbered, certificate in the back to submit it to CGC, just like the other signed and numbered ones. And I guess a CGC witnessed the signing of all of them. So they're not missing out. All right, everybody. But your book of the week, and you kind of knew this was coming. I didn't want to put just the 1 in 1,000 up here because it sucks. I'm sorry, Delgado, you know, your Moon Knight is definitely a better treat this week than this right here. The Del Mundo definitely kills it, though. So the 1 in 500 on the right is the one I think that a lot of people would more so be after. But the 1 in 1,000 Delgado, the rarity of that book, probably going to make it the one to chase if you're out after the House of Slaughter. So House of Slaughter #1 finally dropping. And those are your books of the week. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And let's kick off the show, everybody. This means that we're going to get through a little review of all of the new releases today. And then we're going to talk about some news and some readings. And then we're going to review the heat of this week. And then the final segment of the show, of course, is the FOC review, your Ghosts of Monday. So let's get down, everybody. Super Cerebus versus COVID-19 one-shot. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that one either, Kitty. That's a weird book. Ablaze. Now, Blaze Publishing, of course, giving a Space Pirate Captain Harlock and lots of covers. Bengal on the A cover. John Jiang on this one right here. The wraparound is just fantastic looking. And if you like these artworks, don't worry. And there's that foil blade. It's basically a sword gun, a la, you know. Pretty sure this is where Final Fantasy VIII got the idea from. But, you know, it is what it is. And of course, here's your cover D. But wait, cover E with your Raiders of the Lost Ark swipe. Amazing. No disrespect to COVID. Real Route 6 with one of the best lines ever. Shout out to the rest of the Biggest Little City crew and all them spine ticks guys. All right, so the cover F is your 10 copy incentive of the Raiders of the Lost Ark swipe. So, in my humble opinion, I think the trade dress looks better, just because the trade dress does bring a lot to that cover. But still, the Jiang 20 copy incentive Virgin wraparound, and then the 30 copy Bengal Virgin incentive. And that's going to wrap it up for the Ablaze books. The Action Lab dropping the Danger Zone S Factor #2, and that's going to finish it off for them. Action Lab giving us the Citizen #2, and again, this is the non-risque books. I think the other one, Action Lab Danger Zone, is the risque stuff. So, no disrespect to Action Lab. Aftershock Shattering Expectations. Now, this is weird because we're dealing with shipping delays that may throw off some people receiving their books on time. So look, This right here, 10 Years to Death one-shot cover A. This was not listed on distribution, but the incentive was. So I'm like, okay, come on. The cover C wouldn't be there if the cover A wasn't being released, so I would assume that both of these were released today. Your local store may vary. What's up there, Sith Lord Lee? And again, shout out to all the Spawn Takes guys. Chilling with them after hours, and then my internet cut out, but at that time the wife and kid were awake and I could not escape back to the computer room to rejoin the chaos that was the after hours. But I had a good time hanging with you guys. Maybe again in a couple of weeks. But let's see here. So 10 Years to the Death, there's your cover C. Cross to Bear, number 1. Now, 15 copy free incentive, and of course, the Aftershock Ambassador stores are going to get their own variants. So there is a third variant out there. The Search for Who, number 2. And then we got American Mythology Productions. Living Corpse, Relics, number 4, black and white, the Raw edition. And then here's the Encore edition. Okay. Pellucider Across Savage Seas. And then there's the cover B character design variant for issue number 2. And then Techno Freak number 2 of 3. I don't see how. The way this book ended, and I read this one, red kryptonite on the cover and all. I read this one and it read like they were done, like it had finished in 2 issues. But I guess there is going to be a 3rd issue, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. But there it is, Techno Freak cover B. Then we've got the Victor Crawley Hatchet Halloween 3, number 1. So Halloween Tales 3. There's this one. And then here's your Lost Your Head variant. And then there's the Halloween 3 cover Decomage variant cover, which I did not see the artwork for. Zorro Flights number 1, cover B. And then here's your cover C photo limited edition. But cover A was not shown. It's weird, right? Antarctic Press giving us exciting comics, and I'm just going on a whim here that either that is very cold and made of metal, or she's excited too. But World War III, number 3, and that's going to finish it off for them. Archie Comics giving us the Jumbo Comics Digest number 324. That's the only book from Archie. And then ARH Studios, collectibles.com. Check this out. Twin Mermaids, Princesses of the Sea. And then The Undying Queen, number 1. New number 1s under an unknown publisher. All right, so everybody, we're on to Artists, Writers, and Artisans next. And that's Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal, number 6. And then Moths, number 5. Of course, Mike Choi doing the artwork on that one, so it's amazing looking. Avatar Press giving us Ignition City painted cover bag set. This is the 5 count, so they had to order 5 of these, but of course, Warren Ellis. No Hero Homage. There's your cover B bag set. And these are all 5 counts. So basically, you had to order 5 of each of these from Avatar because they want your money. And then Wolfskin Auxiliary cover bag set. And then Bloodthirst cover bag set. And that's going to wrap it up for the Wolfthirst. And then all of the other ones. We're on to Behemoth. MFKZ number 5, cover A. And cover B. And then 9 Stones, number 3. 9 Stones, number 3, cover B. 9 Stones, number 3, cover C. And then Nobody's Child, number 2. Pop Star Assassin, number 1, cover A. Oh. And Tylox, what you doing, bro? So, the Pop Star Assassin's got a ton of covers. Here's your Elvis cover. And Yeah, so what's up with that gun that the guy in pink has? That's kind of wild. Like, I'd want to shoot me one of these. But now, Marilyn Monroe robot? Come on now. But here's your cover F. And that's going to finish it off for the Behemoth books. Black Box Comics. Gin Hunter, and then there was an incentive that I could not find the cover art to in time for me to put a photo in before I went live tonight. My bad. Boundless Comics, of course, giving us Lady Death crossovers leather bag set number. Oh, it's a 3 count, of course. So you have to buy 3 of those. And then the painted cover, you have to buy 5 of those. Lady Death Tasty cover. Okay. And then the Lady Death premium cover. And it's going to wrap it up for them. Broadsword Comics giving us the Tarot Witch of the Black Rose number 130. Floating World Comics Hyper Thick number 2 of 3. Yeah, how do you know that figure drunk? She could have a ton of computer viruses that you don't know about. It's alive. Holler number 4. Why is he getting a fist in the face? Anyway, Holler number 4, the main event is again Phil Mullins versus Rhino Thompson. Showdown at the City Park. That is what she said there, Sith Lordly. Correct. Strange Attractors, number 5, cover A. Strange Attractors, It's Alive, number 5, cover B, the retro variant. A retro to what, though? Strange Attractors, It's Alive, number 5, cover C. And that's going to wrap it up for these. Keen Spot. Halloween Spooktacular Grubs. Do it. Mad Cave Studios. Battle Cats. Woven Heart, number 8, with the cover A. And then here is your cover B by Geraldo. And that's not spelled like Geraldo, so that's why I didn't pronounce it that way. Oni Press giving us John of the Impossible Monsters number 7, cover A. And then the cover B. And then we've got Kaiju Max Season 6, number 4. That's going to wrap it up for the Oni. All right, we're on to Red 5, comics that are fun. Merlin and Hector. You guys into this one if you're a Merlin fan? So I guess if you're reading Once and Future and you're like, ooh, Merlin, I got to get this. Maybe. Scout Comics. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have a Scout outlet store that had these books last week. But yeah, basically, Phantom Starkiller, Glow in the Dark 4th print. Swamp Dogs number 1. And, wow, that cover should tell you a little bit about the book. And then here's your 10 copy incentive on that one. We Don't Kill Spiders, issue 2 of 3. Source Point Press. And we got Boston Metaphysical Society, Ghosts and Demons. I said Society twice. I don't know why I did that. Runes number 4. Suicide Jockeys number 3 in your cover A. And then your Top Gun Swipe for cover B. All right, Touching Evil. Pause. Not Touching Evil Mike. Does Evil Mike read this book? And does he say Touching Evil a whole bunch in his review? Because that would be kind of funny. But anyway, shout out to Evil Mike. Touching Evil number 18 might be his book. Unborn number 2, cover A, The House cover. And then Unborn number 2, cover B. Winchester Mystery House number 1 of 3 with your cover A. And then here is your cover B. All right, next up we've got the Valiant Books, and interesting to see this one because cover A. Oh shoot, did I not? I skipped over cover A. My apologies. So there was a cover A for Harbinger number 1, and that was the cover B I just showed you. Here's your cover C. Cover E is this blank. Cover D was your pre-order bundled edition. So there's also a 250 copy incentive. Did your store order 250 copies of this Valiant book to qualify for it? If not, check to find out where you might be able to track one of them down. It's kind of crazy. Moving on, Exo Manowar number 7, cover A with the Mighty Mel V approved Raza variant. And then cover B by Soy. Cover C is your pre-order bundled edition. That's going to wrap it up for the Valiant Books. We're on to Vault. And Vault giving us Barbaric number 1 with a 4th print. Dead Box number 1 getting a 2nd. Human Remains number 1 getting a 2nd. I thought I updated that slide. My apologies, everybody. I could have sworn I had the updated art. Human Remains number 2 cover A, and then Human Remains number 2 cover B with that big old spider. Oh yeah, the last book you'll ever read, number 1, getting a 3rd printing. So lots and lots of printings going on over at Vault, which must mean that the books at Vault are worth reading. Who'd have thunk it? All right, everybody, we're on to Zenoscope, which means, some eye candy here. So we got the Grim Fairy Tales number 53, cover A. Cover B, and apparently it's Van Helsing versus... no, I'm sorry, that's not Van Helsing. That's, I forget her Zenoscope name. But anyway, the other one's Robin Hood. So, yeah. And there's your Robin Hood cover. And then here is your cover D by De Pascal. That's going to finish it off for the Zenoscope. And then we're on to Boom. Smash that like button. We're into the premier publishers. Dark Blood number 4 of 6. Now, what is confusing as all get out is that some people reported they got their 2nd prints of Basilisk. It wasn't listed. And if it was listed and I missed it, my apologies. Dark Blood number 4 of 6. Cover B. Your 10 copy incentive. And then the best of all the covers is the John Boy Myers cover. 25 copy incentive. Firefly number 33, cover A. Cover B. Your 10 copy incentive by Bengal. And then your 25 copy incentive by Coleman Coley, which, shockingly enough, the B cover did not get an incentive. Good Luck number 5 of 5 with the cover A by Corona. And then here is your 25 copy incentive by Mercado. House of Slaughter number 1, cover A. All right, so here's your cover B. This is your foil intermix variant, your blank sketch, your 25 copy, your 50 copy. And I like this one. I like this one a lot because, it's a play on Nice House on the Lake. So that's pretty cool. And then here is the 100 copy incentive by Jenny Frisian, the 200 copy foil by Frisian, the 500 copy incentive by Del Mundo, and then the 1,000 copy incentive by Del Auto. But you know what was really, really crazy? And you would think that it would honestly be the hardest to find because it's going to be the rarest, would be the unlockable variant, the 1 per store. So let me know, were you able to find any of these for a decent price? I think Midtown had the 1 in 500 for about $400. So yeah, there's a lot going on in House of Slaughter, so definitely some good stuff there. Then we're on to Once and Future number 21. Here's your 10 copy incentive, which is just the black and white line sketch from cover A. And then John Boy Myers once again crushing it. Absolutely killing it there. We only find them when they're dead on issue number 9. I didn't get to read this one. I do want to read it now, though. And then here is your cover B. Infinity Symbol by Infante. That's kind of funny. Ironic, at least. And then here is your 25 copy incentive. All right. Dark Horse Comics, Black Hammer Reborn number 5 of 12. Black Hammer Reborn number 5 of 12, cover B. Hellboy Silver Lantern Club number 1 of 5. Lady Baltimore Witch Queens number 5 of 5. Stranger Things, The Tomb of Yabuen number 2 of 4. So we got a bunch of covers to go here. So cover A, cover B, cover C, and then cover D. So crazy something. So yeah, you know, I agree with you. 78 points. It's one of those things for me too. I move away from a lot of books if there's a ton of store exclusives, especially. I move away from incentives related to those with a ton of store exclusives. But anyway, Army of Darkness, 1979, cover J, getting the limited version, hitting shelves, like I said, a week later than last week. And then here's your cover K, doing the same. Your cover L Matina. And then we're on to Barbarella. Issue number 4. Now, some of these will not hit your store until next week. Some of them won't even hit your store. So just make sure if you wanted one of these books and they were released today, you do your best at tracking them down. Hopefully you're able to find them locally before you have to resort to going to online purchase and paying shipping. But here you go. So Barbarella number 4, cover A by Perillo, cover B by Derek Chu, cover C by Cohen, cover D by Selena, Cosplay, 10 copy, 15 copy by Chrome, 20 copy incentive, 25 copy black and white, cover J Perillo limited version, the Derek Chu limited version, the cover L Cohen limited version, and then the Barbarella number 4 cover M FOC bonus, the cover N FOC bonus, the 7 copy Selena version, the 11 copy Mina version, 15 copy FOC incentive version, 21 copy cosplay version. Betty Page and the Curse of the Banshee number 5 cover I black bag photo variant. Deja Thoris versus John Carter of Mars number 4 cover A. Cover B. And it's like she's clothed sometimes, but not others, depending on who's drawing her, apparently. So there's your cover D, there's your cosplay, there's your cover E, 10 copy, 15 copy, 20 copy, 25 copy, 30 copy, cover J, limited Perillo version, and then cover K, Linsner limited version, and then the cover L FOC bonus, the FOC bonus black and white 7 copy, the 11 copy FOC incentive, 15 copy incentive, and then we're on to George R.R. Martin's A Clash of Kings issue 15, which has this cover A, this cover B, this 10 copy, this 20 copy, and then this 25 copy virgin cover. Invincible Red Sonja number 5 cover A by Amanda Connor, cover B by Linsner, cover C by Selena, cover D by the one and only Frank Cho. And your cosplay. There is your Cohen trade dress, your 15 copy incentive, your 20 copy cosplay version, your 25 copy incentive by Linsner black and white, 30 copy Cohen. Now we got cover K, which is your Connor limited version variant, your Linsner limited version, your Selena limited version, and then your cover N FOC bonus 7 copy variant, 11 copy Selena, 21 copy Not Xena by Frank Cho. James Bond Hemeros number 1 getting the cover F Francavilla limited version variant, and then the cover G, which is the Juice limited version variant. So those limited version variants are hitting. At the same time, Jennifer Blood number 1 cover O Perillo limited version, the Linsner limited version, and the Perillo Metal premium variant all hit. Red Sonja number 2 cover J Andolfo limited version, the other cover K limited version, the Linsner limited version, and then the Andolfo Premium Metal Virgin variant also on release this week. Plus Red Sonja Hildebrandt Special Edition, the original cover. I don't know, that one was the line art though for that one. And then of course here is the Finch Special Edition line art cover. And then Vampirilla Ascending Evil Black and White Edition. And then the Virgin cover. And then here is your Vampiverse number 2 Virgin. Your other Vampiverse number 2 by Hedrick. Vengeance of Vampirilla number 23. So we got a lot of books. Ben Oliver, killing it. Not too shabby. No Ben Oliver, I mean. But here's your cover C. I'm sorry, your cover D cosplay. And then here's your cover E 10 copy. Your 20 copy. Your 25 copy. Your 30 copy. Your cover I Perillo Limited Virgin variant cover. Your cover J Ben Oliver Limited Virgin. That's amazing looking. Not sure. Vengeance of Vampirilla number 23, cover K, FOC bonus, Maria Origin. Alright, so there's your 7 copy FOC, your 11 copy FOC by Segovia, 15 copy by Perillo, and that's going to finish it off for the Dynamite books. We are now into IDW. Yeah, I know there's hardly a bad cover in these Dynamite books, but yeah, you know. Sonic the Hedgehog number 46 with the cover A, your cover B, your cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive. Star Wars High Republic The Adventures, the Monster of Temple Peak number 3 of the 4-issue series. Then we've got Transformers number 36 with 2 covers and a retail incentive of 10 copies. Woo! Oh. Pushing myself, everybody, and pushing myself to the limits, as you know. No sleep till Brooklyn. Here's your 10 copy, like I said. Then Transformers Beast Wars, giving your cover A by Josh Bertram. Here is your cover B. And then here is your 10 copy incentive by Alex Milne. Transformers Shattered Glass number 3 of 5, cover A. Your cover B. And your cover C by Sarah Petrie de Rocher. And again, this is Starscream. If Starscream was a good guy. So a lot of people picking up on that one. Usagi Yojimbo number 23 with your cover A by Stan Sakai. And then, of course, your 10 copy incentive. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. It said my stream disconnected for a second. That's crazy. Anyway, we're back. Hopefully everybody's back with me too. Wow. So here we go. Adventure Man number 6. A Man Among Ye number 7, cover A. And then here's your cover B. Ant number 1, cover A. Ant number 1, cover B. C. D. And then these are all just trade dress. Yeah, it's crazy. It just said on my side that it's been choppy all night, man. Jeez, I'm sorry. I don't know why it would be choppy. It's not using hardly any. I'm looking at my CPU usage, 25%. Shouldn't be any problems, but yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Well, Batmite, welcome for just getting off of work. We're only into the image books, but apparently it's been a little choppy on the stream side here tonight. So Ant number 1, cover F, cover G, cover H. On to crossover number 9. Now these books showed to be released by Diamond, but they showed to be delayed at some of the other retailers. So some of these books might have been pushed. But crossover number 9 does have a 25 copy incentive, Pinocchio incentive, and then on to Chew number 9. Echo Lands number 3 with the cover A by Williams and the cover B. Now what's really funny is the other ones, the director's cut of this one just went on FOC, But here's the raw cut edition for issue number 2. No disrespect to COVID, Nate. Echoland's raw cut edition, number 2, cover B. The Good Asian, number 6 of 10 with your cover A by Dave Johnson. And then your cover B. Gunslinger Spawn, number 1, cover A by Brett Booth. Gunslinger Spawn, number 1, cover B by McFarlane. Cover C by Alexander. And cover D by Greg Capullo. Cover E by Kirkman. And that's actually kind of tight. That Robert Kirkman would draw that, and then McFarlane would ink it. Yeah, you know, if you're into these little things. And then Gunslinger Spawn, number 1, cover F. Brett Booth connecting variant cover. The Greg Capullo 50 copy incentive, and then your 1 and 250 incentive signed by Todd McFarlane of the Smokin' Gunslinger Spawn. And we know it's tobacco. Pigman. What's up, Roscoe? Welcome to the live chat. Jupiter's Legacy Requiem, number 5 of 12. And I don't even know how this book is doing anymore. That basically everybody who was specking on Jupiter's Legacy saying it was Mark Miller's fantastic writing, and oh my God, they're going to make a TV series of his. They made 1 season and then canned it. But anyway, here's a cover B. Yeah, Brett Booth is incredible, isn't he? And then Jupiter's Legacy cover C. So yeah, Kamikaze Gunslinger was delayed 1 week due to shipping issues. So it's good to see that it got out wherever you're at. And yeah, Jupiter's Legacy Requiem, number 5 of 12, cover D, Netflix photo variant. And then here's your Philadelphia number 18, cover A. Melanie. Cover B on Philadelphia by the one, the only, the Bisley. And look, like, seriously, he must have been listening to us talk about the Night Stalker movie with basically just putting his hand through people. Remember that, everybody? King Spawn, number 1, second printing. King Spawn, number 3, cover A. Cover B by McFarlane. Cover C by Fernandez. And then the cover D by Barons, which is really wicked looking. Obviously, Billy Kincaid, everybody, Billy Kincaid. Made in Korea, number 5 of 6. The Me You Love in the Dark, number 1, going 3rd print. And then Sweet Paprika, number 4. Merca and Dolpho A cover. The B cover. The C cover. The D cover. And then the E cover. Not safe for work one. Mother of Madness. It's not Mushrooms of Madness, because I think that's what it should be. Anyway, Mushrooms of Madness, number 3, cover A. Here's your cover B by Lennox. And then here is your cover C by Yarsky. 25 copy incentive by Ratcliffe. 50 copy incentive by Lennox. 100 copy incentive by Lees. And then here is the Nightmare blog. So number 1, right? This is your B cover, which had a different trade dress than the incentive that looks exactly the same but with different trade dress. Here's your cover C by Matina. Cover D by Reynolds. Cover E blank. Cover F again was your thank you incentive. It had this artwork, but again it had like kind of like old Norman Rockwell advertisement, old New Yorker. So yeah, this is a B cover, but there was also a 1 per store thank you variant that was $30 at my LCS that had a weird looking, like I said, like an old Norman Rockwell painting poster type of font to it. All right, so Oblivion Song, issue number 34. Yeah, so the thank you variant was not a Virgin cover, so it's a little bit different. So it's one to look out for sure. Primordial number 1 getting its 2nd print. Here's your cover A for issue number 2. Here is your B cover. C cover, 10 copy incentive, 25 copy incentive. And then we're on to Second Chances number 3. Spawn may have been delayed at your LCS. You might be seeing these books next week. Issue 323, cover A. Cover B, McFarlane. And then here is the matching variant to the other one, which would be your Spawn 323 cover C, the Baron's Clown variant. Saint Mercy number 3 of the 4-issue series. Two Moons number 6, cover A. And then Two Moons number 6, cover B. Hey, Blind Adam, it's the Family Jewels, my friend, the Family Jewels. Two Moons number 6, cover B by Ryan Sook, pretty cool looking. That Texas Blood number 1. Time Before Time number 6, cover A. Cover B. And then there is an incentive by Mike Del Mundo that I did not have the artwork for. Vinyl issue 5 of the 6-issue miniseries. Walking Dead Deluxe number 25, cover A. So even though it's a milestone 25, they didn't do anything kind of crazy here. They just did their normal thing. Walking Dead number 25, cover C by Charlie Adler, of course. And then Tedesco just absolutely killing it. The same way he's killing that zombie. And 25, cover E. That's a lot of covers. And it's going to do it for Image. Now we're into DC Comics. And we got Aquaman, Green Arrow, Deep Target number 1. Inyuk Lee given a cover B. 25 copy incentive. Aquaman The Becoming. Issue 2 of 6. And Kerry Randolph cardstock variant cover. He's riding a shark. I mean, that's pretty sick if you think about it. Anyway, Batman Fortnite Foundation number 1 one-shot with the cover A by Greg Capullo. Batman Who Laughs Everybody going mainstream into the Fortnite community. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. That might be big, right? Batman Fortnite Foundation, the cover B, has a Alex Gardner card stock variant cover. Shout out to the live chat. You guys are great. So Batman The Long Halloween Special, apparently a continuation of the original Long Halloween story. And here is your cover A, the cover B, and then your 25 copy incentive. So both cover B and cover C are both by Tim Sale. Cover A of Checkmate by Alex Maleev, and the Matt Taylor on the cardstock variant cover that has been par for the course. DC vs. Vampires number 1, cover A by Otto Schmidt, cover B by Francesco Mattina, cardstock variant cover. And I think I won something. I won a DC Vampires book. I don't know. Shout out to the dudes over there on Team Nerd Herd for the win. I'm drinking my iced coffee this evening. It was the coffee that I had for work. But DC vs. Vampires number 1, cover C. This is your team variant, glow-in-the-dark variant cover. Cover D, which is your 1 in 25 glow-in-the-dark cardstock Green Lantern variant. That's pretty cool, though, if you think about it. And then the 1 in 100 Daniel Warren Johnson cardstock variant cover. So good luck to you guys out there on that. Deathstroke Incorporated number 2, Mattina. Detective Comics 1044, and then Bermejo on the cardstock variant. Harley Quinn number 8, cover A, Riley Rossmo. So this right here is an interesting book because of the Gardener and everything else going on in Fear State. But the Dirt 2 cardstock variant cover, not too shabby. Oh boy. Robin number 7. Robin number 7, cover B. I don't have a read pile review on this one, but Robin's Damien's great grandmother, so Ra's al Ghul's mother. That's the big reveal of who the person is. Anyway, Ruby Justice League number 7 of 7, cover A by Mirka Andolfo, and then cover B by Simone DeMeo. Task Force Z. So apparently, Arkham Knight died. A whole bunch of other people died. Except Bloom's not really dead. He's like different. But Jason Todd apparently leads Task Force Z. Apparently, yeah, interesting. And then Task Force Z number 1, cover B by Tyler Kirkham. Had it in my hand, put it back on the shelf. I do like this. I think this is pretty wicked looking. Task Force Z number 1, the team variant. And then, of course, the 25 copy incentive of the Crazy Doctor Chicks. And then your 1 in 50 Kyle Hutz Arkham Knight variant. And then here is your Arkham Knight monochrome foil cardstock. Wonder Girl cover A. Cover B by Jamal Campbell. And then Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 5. Cover A, Julian Tedesco. Oh, I missed the cover B. My apologies for missing those covers. But here is your Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 5, cover C, incentive 1 in 25. I know some people were after this, and then other people like scoffed at the prices that people were asking for it, and they're going to hold out for it. So may you guys find your copies at a good price, because I know this one kind of got the scene tax, as we call it. But you guys know that everybody will memory hold this book and forget about it. It'll fall in price. And if you see one, get my man Real Rude 6 one at an affordable price. Yeah, you know, cover price on that one was pricey. You're right, 78 points. But there's a lot of people out there, you know, who are like, overpriced. And they're going to wait for it. But, you know, hold out for it. Amazing Spider-Man, we're into the Marvel, so that means we're almost done with the new releases. And, yeah. So, Amazing Spider-Man number 77, the Just Go Marvel Masterpieces variant, the David Aja variant cover. And, oh, shoot, I was supposed to delete these. These didn't come out yet, but they're coming out soon. Black Widow number 12. This was a good read today. Black Widow number 12 with a Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant. And I got to be honest, this is the way Black Widow looked when I was first introduced to her in the Coldest War graphic novel. Not exactly the best art on that cover, but nonetheless. Daredevil number 35. Also a pretty interesting read. Daredevil number 35, Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant. And Darkhold Blade number 1. Yeah, so the Busto Stormbreakers variant for Darkhold Blade is a Venomized one. Some of them are, some of them are not. Connecting variant. Interesting to see them all connecting. Of course, here is your Darkholded out Blade design variant cover. And then your incentive variant. So that's a pretty cool looking incentive variant if Blade ends up looking anything like that in the MCU. All right, everybody. So Inferno number 2, also a good read. Peach Momoko giving us this Momoko variant. Then we got the Vega variant. And then we got the Jeff DeCall giving us the Magneto variant cover. The Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant. And then the David Aja variant cover. That was your incentive, by the way. Kang the Conqueror number 2, second print. And Marauders number 25. Cover by Russell Dauterman. Absolute knockout. Unfortunately, this scene does not happen anywhere inside the book. But this scene, a team up between Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost, yeah, it does. And you know what? Love Mirka and Dolfo's work, and Mirka knocked it out the park there. Marauders number 25, the Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant cover. And then the Marvel Masterpieces variant cover again. And apparently, it's one of the better Shadowcat variants. Moon Knight number 4. Moon Knight number 4 of the Stormbreakers variant cover, another Venomized character. And then Moon Knight number 4 with the Del Auto variant cover. Shang-Chi number 3 second printing. Shang-Chi number 4 second print. Spider-Woman number 16, the Deadpool Liefeld 30th anniversary variant. The Zitra variant cover. So the incentive variant looks amazing for Spider-Woman, I gotta say. And there's a lot of people happy she's back in her original costume. So Star Wars Darth Vader number 17, the War of the Bounty Hunters. Yeah, it's stuffed in her jeans though, man. So 78 points. Yeah, man. So Star Wars Darth Vader with his Carbonite variant, aka black and white. The Friends Handbook variant cover, aka Lane. And then Star Wars Darth Vader number 17, Spruce Lucasfilm 50th anniversary variant, which has the Brothers Maul. The IG-88 number 1, black and white Carbonite Handbook. Carbonite actually on the cover variant. And then we've got the Height variant, which has got Boba Fett versus IG-88 launching a missile at him. I don't know if anything happened in that book today, though. Now, this book was also in a very interesting read. And Sword number 9 with the Go variant. Let me tell you something. A lot of people did not order this book. They ordered this one instead if they were ordering the variant cover because they figured they could move a Storm cover over the other one. So, Joe Jusko Storm covers, while 90s accurate, pretty cool and awesome, probably more common. So, Cora of the Burning Heart, if you don't know who she is, she first appeared in Sword number 5. She is an Araco mutant, aka from the other Outworld where Apocalypse traded himself. All right. Wolverine number 17. Wolverine 17 with the Gleason Stormbreakers variant cover. The Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant. And then the Tony Daniel variant cover. So that's going to wrap it up for all the new releases here this week. Let me know what you picked up. Leave me a comment below. And let's get on with the show, everybody. And it's time to dive into what we call the Ultra Maximus Speculation Matrix, which is where we just get inside my head a little bit. And we're going to talk about some things that might be spec related, some movies, and some other things. So let's get into it, everybody. Let's talk about the Raw Report update first, which might be a little spoilerific. So just buckle up if you're into spoilers. If not, I apologize. Oh, so this story is very interesting. Only one printing going forward, and that applies to good old Image Comics. And reported by Breeding Tool Rich Johnston, this one was no more second prints from Image. They said, first things first, as many of you are now undoubtedly aware, the current shipping delays, supply chain crunch, and paper shortages are creating nationwide issues across many industries, and that impacts our industry too. I'm sure every publisher will have a different response to the crisis, but at Image, we're proactively streamlining our releases to reflect these circumstances. Starting now and for the foreseeable future, there will be no second printings of any title. What does this mean? This means you want to watch your FOC programming closely to make sure that you are ordering your Image books before that happens. And they talk about this. Image Comics has recently run many printing runs for a variety of comics, with Stray Dogs and Department of Truth being recent recipients of multiple print runs. This, for some time at least, will now be a thing of the past. So that's crazy to think about. But just remember, everybody, this means you have to play it a lot closer to the chest as far as what are you going to do when it comes to ordering your Image Comics. So make sure you are ordering accurately. I don't want you guys to be missing out on your books. So thank you, Breeding Tool, for that report. And on to our next story. The next report that we got is the Sins of the New Dune. So, did anybody else watch Dune? So I did, and I can tell you right now, I was pleasantly surprised. Just because I know that there's a lot of emphasis on getting the story correct with the source material the same way Zack Snyder wanted to do Justice League his way. So this right here is an amazing movie, and I know it begins, it's just the start. There's going to be a lot of things that probably go down in the sequel, but you know, the sequel was greenlit. So we already know that a sequel is coming, and I look forward to it, you know, being more than just 3 movies. Like, everybody's like, oh, it's a trilogy. No, it's going to be a lot longer than that. Like, if you guys actually go and research how many books there are in the Dune series, there's a ton of them. And, you know, the sandworms and stuff like that have a big part in it. Of course, if you guys have watched the original Dune movie or the Dune adaptation of Marvel Comics, well, you know, there's a lot of ways there's a lot of ways to enjoy the original source material, but obviously the books would be best. However, this right here is going to be something that I'm going to be following, but it's going to take them 2 years. So 2023, 2 years until it's done. You know, whoever's making Dune at Warner Brothers, they should probably just take the Zack Snyder approach and go ahead and just film all of the story and just break it down into multiple movies. That would be the best way to do it. I think that's the approach that James Cameron's taking towards the finishing the Avatar series as well. But I love it. I thought it was a great movie. All right, everybody, and now spoilerific, of course, if you didn't hear, the Eternal Star Foxes, of course, our end credit scene, spoilerific, Eternals gift that they gave us. And of course, with Star Fox, you never know. There's lots of different ways they can go about it. Of course, Star Fox could be the resurrection of Thanos in a meaning. For people who read Guardians of the Galaxy as well as I do, they probably know what I'm talking about. And shout out to all of you guys out there who do read the other books with me. So, yeah, so moving on. DC Fandom reported their live stream triples previous year global audience. But you know what? That may be. But the response for some of the stuff coming out of it was not as good as it was for Future State last year. So last year they gave us, they gave us all the Future State stuff as a preview and really teased kind of like where they were going. We knew that 5G had kind of been canceled, but now they're obviously rolling out their 5G protocols, as you can say. But it is what it is, everybody. But yeah, if you like the stuff that was introduced to DC's Fandom, there's lots of good previews and stuff like that. And of course, we will be back next week with more news. So make sure you do smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And of course, Twitter tag me at @UltraMaximusX if you see anything that is newsworthy on the Twitter sphere. And of course, if you're over there on IG and Facebook, you can of course tag me, ULTRA MAXIMUS. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what newsworthy things you saw this week. And I appreciate you guys keeping up with the news. Now it's time to get into the Raw Report read pile. Tylox, I'm a retired stunt, myself. So, if I can get on Spawn Ticks, you should be able to as well. Spoilers ahead, everybody, because we're getting into the read pile. So this means that we're going to be talking about books that came out today. And, yeah. So, here's Return of the Cat Ex-Girlfriend. So in case you guys did not know, that Mark Spector and the cat, a.k.a. Tigra here, had been an item once. They were boyfriend and girlfriend. And, she just shows up. So it's kind of cool that she shows up in this issue. Look, all I'm saying is they are really focusing on getting Mark Spector modernized. Yeah, she got her tail back on the cover, man. So maybe the other one was just it probably was just preview art, so I wouldn't sweat it too much there. Alright, so she comes back. She's obviously had a previous relationship with Mark Spector. I don't want to give away all the details. So guys, look, when I review these books, I'm not going to give away all the details in the book because there's some things I want you guys to see for yourself. mainly the conversation that happens between these two, where they get real personal in the book. But anyway, Mark's vampire girl loves her, but Rampage, this guy right here, Rampage has appeared before. He's an older character, but he got his face all sliced up to look like Jigsaw now. He's got a problem with Jigsaw over this, and he's trying to, he thinks he's going to control Moon Knight with some money. And yeah, doesn't really go very well for him, because Moon Knight apparently goes and meets up with Jigsaw for a bit, but then when he stops answering his phone, he gets a little mad, and he goes, "Hello, Clark. Nice night." And he comes in basically to kick his ass, and Clark's like trying to make him lose millions of dollars, and he does. He takes millions and millions of dollars away from Mark Spector, but it's actually Mark's alter ego that supports the habit of Moon Knight. But anyway, if you're after the first appearance of this guy, Rampage, his first appearance actually is back here in the Champions Volume 1, number 5. It goes way back. Now, of course, if you are into the Tiger thing, you have 2 first appearances. You go, what? Why 2? Well, her first appearance actually was as the cat here on the left. The issue on the right was the first time that she appeared as Tigra. So they basically evolved her, and they gave the cat persona to Patsy Walker as the Hellcat. So there's a lot of mixing and matching going on here, but Giant-Sized Creatures number 1 is probably the one I'll be after if you're into Tigra. But really cool to hey man, thanks for coming out, Blind Adam. I appreciate you, man. So we got a first appearance in Black Widow, issue number 12, Legacy issue number 52, obviously. So this is wild. This dude is called the Living Blade. He appears on one whole page, has speech, and a flashback. I'm calling that a first appearance because it's his debut. That's where he debuts. I went to make sure he looks, to see if he appeared anywhere else before this one. But no, issue 13, they do a whole bunch of different covers, and it says, look, find out in the next issue. And it says, don't sleep on Raphael's 2 variant covers for the upcoming issue number 13. So check out some of his unused designs here. So there's going to be some variant covers going on there as well. And yeah, let's be on the lookout for those on the secret variant if they are an FOC. And then we've got Wolverine number 17. So automatically, you guys should know if Maverick's there, I'm in. Maverick and I are kind of like kindred Sigma spirits, where we're beholden to nobody. We have a heart of gold. We're willing to do the right thing, but we're mercs for money. Let's just be honest about it. Wolverine's still into cutting dudes' arms off, which is what he does there. So that guy's like freaking out because obviously lost his arm. And then Maverick, Wolverine, and Domino proceed to neutralize a whole bunch of terrorists who were trying to do some shady shit to Krakoa. So, not saying if the dude got his arm chopped off, did not have it coming, because he totally did. Everybody on this boat totally has it coming. Real fun read. Now, there's a side story going on here, and you want to read it to see how they get to here and where they're going with this. Because this guy obviously is in some deep trouble, and I can't tell if Maverick is there to help or to hurt. Because Maverick, of course, is a merc for money, and sometimes mercs do things for money that they shouldn't probably be doing. But anyway, moving on to Inferno, the big X-Book read of the week. Destiny, everybody. Destiny. Okay, so this is a pretty important character for Mystique. And if you guys didn't understand that Chris Claremont originally introduced Destiny as her lover and basically did not get permission from Marvel to really push it, so they pushed the friendship storyline. But here obviously, this, I gotta say it, this feels way more of a naturally written story and a relationship than some other publisher trying to turn every single one of their characters into somebody with a need for a specific identity. But anyway, This right here was a great read today. So you find out how she gets resurrected. It's very, very cool how it goes down. So I want you to read that part on your own and read it and kind of understand how it goes down. But then basically Mystique has to take her away because her powers are just going nuts having her resurrected like this. So after that, obviously with Destiny coming back, this presents a huge problem for Moira. The only thing that has been kept a secret is the fact that Moira is a mutant and that only Charles and Magneto know about it. So they bring Moira to tell Emma what's going on, which is the reason why Emma is highlighted on all the variant covers for issue number 2, except for the Magneto decal and the AHA variant cover. But they basically say she's a mutant, and she said take a look, and what Emma looks and sees is not all that great. Obviously, we know the story. We've seen House of X. We know the many lives of Moira McTaggart. She's living her 10th life right now, and she's a mutant. So Emma gets to see all that stuff. So she's pissed, though. She is not happy that they've kept this a secret from her for this long. And, Charles and Eric try to explain to her, look, you are the first person besides us to really be told what's going on here. So don't be pissed. But she's still pissed. And damn well she's going to tell Scott. Damn well she's going to tell Scott. And damn well Scott's going to tell Jean. So with all that going on, the way they kind of snuck in Destiny on the Quiet Council is explained and why everybody votes for her. But we get Colossus fresh off of murder in X-Force. Now, the Professor X talking to him at the end of X-Force, was that about joining the Quiet Council, or was that about the murder of the girl in the Savage Land? So the X books continue to deliver, even though Hickman is right now reportedly on his way out after the Inferno storyline. So anyway, we talked about the Raw Report versus this week, everybody. Last week we had some cool books. This week we've got the variant battle between DC's versus Vampires 1 in 100, and then the Jenny Frisian foil 1 in 200 variant, because both of them were selling about the same. So obviously, I know that some of you guys are going to be a little bit more leaning towards the Jenny Frisian, but is Batman's popularity enough to warrant the Batman variant beating out this over-ordered House of Slaughter #1? Leave me a comment below, and of course, you guys in the live chat can light it up. Let me know what you think there. Now, let's take a look at next week's variant battle and what I want you to ponder. Now, when looking at these two books, you know about them from the Secret variant, which is one of the reasons why I thought it was pretty awesome. But Leslie Leary Lee, you do amazing art. Thank you for your contributions to comic books. I am hoping that Marvel will start to pick up on you and do more variant covers from you. You've done some great ones, of course, for Dynamite Publishing and, of course, for Blaze Publishing. So, just some interesting stuff out there. But the Sheena Queen of the Jungle #1 versus Jennifer Blood #2. Which would you rather? And I have a feeling that one's going to come down to blondes versus brunettes. But leave me a comment below. Let me know which one of those of the variant battle you think is going to win. And the rest of the Spec Matrix means we are into the heat of the week, everybody. So let's talk about some of the books that came out this week and why I think they're hot. As you know, Raiders of the Lost Ark. How can you not like the Raiders of the Lost Ark homage? And of course, Captain Harlock. Yeah, so Tylox just got hit with the Warren Johnson stuff. Dude, Daniel Warren Johnson's cover for Moon Knight 188's 1 in 25. I'm just going to leave that there. That's where he really got me hooked. Okay, the Jiang cover. Of course, I said this earlier. Wraparound Harlock variant cover. Sick. And then, of course, Bengal variant. 10 Years to Death one shot. The cover C. And then Cross to Bear, 15 copy incentive. So it's a 15 copy incentive on a new book. Techno Freak number 2 of 3, cover A. So this is wild because, again, like I said earlier, it read like it was the conclusion, but it's not. Unless they misprinted issue 3's guts inside of issue 2, which would be wild. But here's your motherfuckers number 5. And then number 5, cover B. Popstar Assassin cover F was the only one that I could really see popping off. Get it? Terra, Witch of the Black Rose, number 130. Phantom Star Killer, number 1, with the 4th print glow-in-the-dark cover. Swamp Dogs. Both covers. You know, it's like we're hoping some of these indies take off and really hit. And if they do hit, it's amazing. Runes number 4. Suicide Jockeys number 3, cover B. Harbinger number 1. Harbinger number 1. Harbinger number 1. Exo Man of War. Cover A and cover C at least. Alright, so Barbaric is on 4th print. So if this book really does take off, and this property is picked up anywhere for any kind of outside influence of media, all these later prints, I think, you know, as well as the first print, are going to do well. I do know it's a fun read for a lot of people. They're really enjoying that book. But Human Remains number 2, of course, is the one. If you got a spider phobia, you're probably not going to be picking this one up. But lots of human death. Cover B. Last book you'll ever read, obviously going 3rd print. Must mean it's pretty good. Dark Blood number 4 got a 10 copy incentive and your 25 copy incentive by John Boy Myers. The Firefly number 33, cover B. And I'm sorry, that's a very realistic looking cover, and that's why put that there. And then of course your cover D by Come and Coley. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Good Luck number 5, cover B, 25 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive for House of Slaughter. 50 copy. 100. 200. The 500. And the 1K. And the 1 per store. I mean, basically all of your good ratios. Once a Future 21 10 copy and your 25 copy by John Boy Myers. Absolutely killing it. We Only Find Them When They're Dead number 9, cover B and the incentive. Anything Black Hammer, of course, so both covers. Stranger Things. I'm putting this on here just because this may transcend comic books. People may find out about this somehow, and if the story is referenced anywhere in the TV series, looking forward to the new season for sure. For sure. Stranger Things, The Tomb of Yabuen, number 2. Here's your cover C. Cover D. Alright, so Invincible Red Sonja by Selena. Selena does amazing art. But so does Frank Cho. And so does Mirka Andolfo. And Metal. Ben Oliver. This one is just, yeah, it's just good. Sonic the Hedgehog's 10 copy incentive variant. If you're able to nab this one for cover price, you're doing well. So the High Republic, the Adventures, Monster of Temple. 10 copy incentive for Transformers. 10 copy incentive for Beast Wars. And I put all of these covers because this is a standalone story that does not require a whole lot of other reading. You can just kind of pick it up, dive in, get out without having to commit yourself to a whole bunch of Transformer stories, which I think is fantastic. So on the this issue here, there's a lot to something with his design right here. So In another Transformers universe, the Transformers are either allowed to, form naturally, or the spark is cut out of the ground and placed into a pre-made body. So yeah, it's two different ways of being constructed. So lots to dissect there. Just put it that way. And then here is your 10 copy incentive. Again, Sarah Petrie de Rocher doing those headshots. Usagi Yojimbo number 23 with the Stan Sakai A cover. And then your 10 copy incentive. The crossover, see, 25 copy incentive. And then your 50 copy by Dan Panosian. Echo Lands number 3. The Raw Cut Edition cover B for number 2. Gunslinger cover B by McFarlane, cover H by Capullo, which is your 50 copy, and then your 1 and 250. Nobody Beats the Bisley, doing the old Melanie Listen Night Stalker hand through the body. King Spawn number 1, second printing of course, and then King Spawn number 3 hitting shelves the same time. Here's your cover A. McFarlane cover B, and then your cover C by Fernandez. And then let's not forget your cover D. The Me You Love in the Dark number 1 third print. Mirka and Dolfo giving you your Sweet Paprika. And basically the two Mirka covers are the ones I think are the better plays. Mother of Madness on Mushrooms, 25 copy, your 50 copy, and then your 100 copies. Nightmares Blog, number 1 cover B, and then the thank you, because the artwork is just insane. Oblivion Song by Kirkman and Felici. Primordial number 1 second print. Primordial 10 copy. Primordial 25 copy for issue 2. Spawn 323, cover B, cover C. Time Before Time cover C incentive, vinyl number 5 of 6, and then the Walking Dead Deluxe Tedesco cover. No sir, I did not. I did have some friends order it though, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy with that one. Aquaman Green Arrow Deep Target, cover B and the 25 copy. The Randolph cardstock for Aquaman. Batman Fortnite Foundation, both covers. Batman Long Halloween, all 3 covers. Very DC heavy this week. Checkmate cover B, looking good. The DC vs. Vampires cover B by Matina. The cardstock teen variant, the glow-in-the-dark 1 in 25, and the 1 in 100. Deathstroke Inc. cover B, and of course the cover B for Detective 1044. Both covers of Harley, just because it seems to be a good tie-in for Fear State. And then Robin number 7. Next issue is going to be wild. Ruby Justice League number 7, cover A by Mirka. Task Force Z. Just a bunch of covers here. All of them pretty cool. It's kind of a cool concept that, Jason Todd's leading an undead zombie team. If you're into that sort of thing. Wonder Girl number 4. Both of them. And then Wonder Woman Black and Gold and the Rose Besh 125. The Spider-Man cover by David Aja. And the Black Widow number 12, of course. Black Widow number 12 with the Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant. Daredevil number 35. Joe Jusko again. Blade Stormbreakers. Blade Design. And Blade Incentive. This is just a good Emma Frost cover. So is this, though. And that's just a good Magneto cover. I just want to know what thing she's holding her leg up on. But anyway, Inferno number 2's incentive variant, also not too shabby. But definitely was a week of Emma variants. Emma covers and Emma, just Emma being Emma. Here's your Marauders, and then your Mirka and Dolphin Marauders, and then, of course, both Juskos. For you Masterpieces collectors, And then, yeah, so on the solicit artwork, Tiger's Tail got messed up. And then the Stormbreakers variant. And then the Delato. Sword number 9 in the Go variant cover. Sword number 9 in the Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces. Wolverine number 17. Gleason Stormbreakers with a Venomized Logan. And then the Jusko Masterpieces variant cover. Daniel variant. And that's going to finish it off for the heat out this week. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought about that heat. And if you think it's hot enough. And of course, if you guys don't like missing books, tune in to the next episode of the Secret Variant, which will be happening sooner than later. And it is because of all your support of this channel that I am giving away this thing called the Ultra Box. So make sure you are subscribed to find out how to win. And don't forget to tune in to my triumphant return to the Ultra Maximus Speculation Matrix Variant Edition on Drunken Chat. Unfortunately, it will not be this week. It'll probably be the week after. That's right, Kitty. Don't forget to check out all of the featured channels on this featured channel section on my channel. And make sure you give them all a subscription. And don't forget to check out the next episode of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser right here on the Ultra Maximus channel. And then we've got a Raw report. I don't know. Is there going to be time to do one tomorrow? Maybe. Maybe not. But you know what? I got some new pickups and mail drops to talk about. Yeah, you know, these videos, if you guys gave me 13 million views, that would be 60,000 in revenue. About. Just saying. I'm not saying you're going to get me 13 million views. It's not going to go that viral. But I appreciate all the views you guys do give and the shares on these videos. I do need to get some more of the spec matrices together, man. I really, really do. But the hip-hop variant one, please also share that video. It's a really well put together vid. All right, everybody, so I do this other show called The Secret Variant where I go through FOC, and that's what we're going to do in this segment here. But you can't order any more of these books. You can only get your name down for the existing ones that have been ordered into the circulation numbers. What, Kitty? I'm sorry, did you hear me? Need to clear my throat? All right, so the cat has given me the approval to go ahead with the FOC. So let's talk about this. The previous final order cutoffs showed some things. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? Well, this is interesting. So we need to take a second here. So we're going to take a second. You guys are going to chill out and talk in the live chat while I apparently get that last segment corrected. And I don't know what the hell happened. Apparently the files that I had saved had abandoned ship. But it's okay. We're going to take care of it right now. So hang out for a second, listen to some tunes, and I'm going to get the FOC review. Show's not over, everybody. I just fixed everything, and I recovered the slides. I'm just saving the files now. And once this file gets done saving, we will do the FOC review and finish off the show. And I want to thank you all for hanging in there. Technical difficulties suck. But I'm a one-man operation. And until you guys make me get my name out there and a large studio picks me up and is able to hire a bunch of interns and pay them absolutely nothing to put my PowerPoints together, this is going to be it. This is going to be me doing the Raw report the way I've always done it from the beginning. Raw, off the cuff, unscripted. And yeah, thanks again for all the positive words. Now let's just get this computer CPU to finish saving this document so we can move on with the show. So again, hope you all are having an excellent Thursday morning now, 1:42 in the morning. You guys have stuck with me for a while here, and yeah. It is taking its sweet time saving the document. So stand by, everybody. Stand by, stand by. We'll turn the tunes up until then. Here it comes. Thank you for joining us while you can, Batmite. Here is the FOC review, everybody. So let's get this thing cracked open. All right. So looking back at the books that went on final order cutoff. First up from Ablaze, we had He Who Fights with Monsters with their cover swipe. Maria Levette's Porcelain, number 4, got the cover C from Sabine Rich. And then there was the 10 copy incentive by Maria Levette. And then there's the 20 copy incentive by Sabine Rich. There was also a House of Secrets swipe that I wanted to put on there, and I thought I copied just a minute ago. I guess not. Zombie Tramps Ongoing, cover C, got that cover, and then this risque one. Not All Robots continues to deliver a horrific story of like iRobot, but yeah, similar to that. But also Fathom the Core, number 1, cover A. And then here is your cover B. So make sure you're checking out those to continue to support Michael Turner's Aspen Comics. Motherfuckers number 6. Interesting looking cover. And then here is your cover B. Popstar Assassin number 2. Cover E. Heavy Metal Elements Comics continue to deliver just crazy stories. Here's Swamp God number 2 of 6. The Recount going 3rd printing. And then, of course, Gun Honey number 2 going back for a second print. This time it's going to be a second printing Limb Metallic Ink variant. And then here is your Virgin FOC variant. And then here is your cover A. Here is your cover B. And your cover C for issue 3, followed by the cosplay variant. Exo Man War number 8, cover A by Raza. The Radio Apocalypse has a bunch of covers, but you know what? There's David Mack 1 in 100 foil variant cover. Buffy the Vampire Slayer getting a 10 copy incentive by Franny, a 25 copy by Inyuk Lee, and then the unlockable variant cover. Eat the Rich cover B. Getting Dizzy number 1 with a 10 copy incentive as well as a 25 copy incentive. Magic Master of Metal number 1 cover C foil variant cover. The 10 copy incentive also by Miguel Mercado. And then the 25 copy gold foil incentive. And then the other version by Yoon. Maw number 3 of 5's 25 copy incentive. And then here is your Power Rangers number 13 cover D 15 copy incentive. Your 25 copy incentive by Rian Gonzalez. Your FOC reveal variant. And then your unlockable 1 per store. Norse Mythology 2 number 6 also with a David Mack cover. Army of Darkness 1973 number 3 cover I limited variant. Oh, and just because they knew you guys were buying up all the TMNT cover swipes, so they made this one for you. Army of Darkness 1979. Oh, and then they made a black and white one for you. 11 copy FOC Virgin, that one too. Chaos the Metal cover from Chaos Comics by Campbell. And then Chaos Comics giving us Chastity number 1. And then Evil Ernie. It's pretty cool they're getting titles, right? Purgatory coming back with a FOC bonus TMNT homage variant cover. And then the FOC bonus by Maine. And then the black and white TMNT homage. Mindbreaker from the Dungeons & Dragons series, issues 2 of the 5-issue series getting a 10 copy incentive. Be on the lookout for that. Also with the 10 copy genre for IDW, My Little Pony Generations number 2. Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome number 1 of a 4-issue miniseries. Here's your 10 copy incentive on that one. And I wonder who the imposter is. Star Wars Adventures 2021 issue number 12 cover B. Yeah, I mean, the cover Bs have been superior. Let's just be honest. They honestly have been. But the Francavilla artwork on the cover A's translates over to a 1 in 10 incentive for the cover C's. So collect what you like, obviously, but they're on the rare side for sure. Then Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 10 with the cover A. But there's no B cover. There's only a 10 copy incentive, and it shows him training with Yoda. Pretty wild there. Usagi Yojimbo, The Dragon Below Conspiracy, issue number 6 of a Stan Sakai story. Deep Beyond, issue number 10 of 12. And the Mirka Adolfo artwork was shown at FOC. Are you kidding? Because usually her artwork's been kind of spoilerific. King Spawn number 4. Obviously, good story going on there. And then for all of you guys who chased after that Rose Besh Wonder Woman Black, White, and Gold that was out this week, you're probably going to be chasing after this one too. But you have a better success chance, I think, of getting this one, being the cover price is reasonable, and it's on a Batman title, which should be heavily ordered. But still, it's a Rose Besh Harley, pretty cool cover. Ghostmaker on there too. Batman Secret Files of the Gardener, number 1. The cardstock variant cover is superior in artwork, but Christian Ward, yeah, amazing looking. And then, not to be outdone with these Poison Ivy variants being dropped everywhere, Catwoman number 37 by Jenny Frisian with a cardstock variant. And then, if you like meta, you need to check out this cover, because that's some pretty funny stuff right there with Dr. Fate being like, hey. Justice League number 70 with the Alexander Lozano cardstock variant cover showing a Green Arrow and Black Canary that are futuristic, I guess you could say. Anyway, Looney Tunes 263, and again, my favorite Looney Tune is probably Taz, because he's a Sigma just like me, unpredictable, strong as an ox, and but you know, I'm definitely smarter. I wouldn't fall for half the stuff that he falls for, obviously. He's a Tasmanian devil. But anyway, Ralph the Wolf and Wile E. Coyote decided to trade places on this one. And then Mad Magazine with the Batguana. Nice House on the Lake, number 6 of 12. And of course, this is where he's going to take a pretty long break. till next year, from what we hear. Here's issue 6, cover B. Fear State tie-in for Nightwing, showing Spoiler and Stephanie Brown, Batgirl. Yeah, all the Batgirls and Tim. Yeah. The Nightwing cover variant. Refrigerator Full of Heads, number 2. And then this one's Radiator Full of Heads, variant cover. The Robins, number 1. You guys ready for this? Babs Tarr, I think, stole a cover from Commanders in Crisis. Suicide Squad King Shark number 3, cover B by Francesco Mattina. The Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 6 of 6, cover B by Stephanie Hans. And then the David Nakayama 1 in 25 incentive, killing it on the final issue of that series. And then cover B by Raleigh Rossmo for Wonder Woman Evolution number 1. Wonder Woman Historia, the Amazons cover C, the 1 in 25 library fake leather design variant. Alright, so it's going to wrap it up for the DC, but we're not done yet. I got a list of Marvel books. I don't know why that marker got put in the middle of it, but it did. But He Who Fights with Monsters, number 3. Did it really double up all these things? Yes, it did. Let me speed through these. I'm like, why did it... it really did double up all my picks. So we're going to speed through them again. Make sure you guys realize I picked the heat. I tried to, at least. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Apparently, this is close to 1,000 slides on this show tonight. So, yeah. Yeah. Alright, we're back in the DC stuff. Get through it. It definitely posted those twice. Because I took a pause to make sure I didn't lose them all. Okay. Amazing Fantasy number 5 of 5. This is the final issue of the series. I'm going to read all 5 issues and see, giving it a fair read shake. There is a Noto variant that did not have cover art shown. Now, the Silva Stormbreakers variant does not feature anybody venomized on the cover. However, it does show Peter and Mary Jane on it, which I know is kind of like a background story, so that would have been more suited for a different issue, I would think. But anyway, it's a sweet looking Mary Jane and Peter Parker cover. Captain America Iron Man number 1. This is the Infinity Saga variant, so this is obviously the Infinity Saga variant that shows Captain America. There's another one that is going to show Iron Man, but they have whited out half of the cover. So it's probably going to be spoilerific for whatever reason. I don't know why. Darkhawk number 4 of 5 with the Ron Lim variant. And of course, this is a swipe of the old Wolverine versus Spider-Man. And then here is the Darkhawk number 4 incentive variant by Superlog. Death of Doctor Strange White Fox number 1. But Inyuk Lee taking the cake with the variant cover for that same book. Peach Momoko, obviously not doing too terrible either. And there is your White Fox Momoko variant cover. Fantastic Four Life Story. Obviously, Galactus is wicked looking there. And then Simone Bianchi here. Doom, Galactus, Namor. Basically all of the things that make the Fantastic Four the Fantastic Four. Pepe Larraz. He really does have a way with this. So, giant size Black Cat, the Infinity Score. This is basically supposed to be the end of her previous volume. They just decided to cancel her at issue 10 and then release this. The Jiyoung Lee variant cover, however, pretty amazing looking. All right, so you got the Lucky variant, which is open order, and then your Unlucky variant is your 1 in 25 incentive. And then this is your high ratio Jiyoung Lee incentive Virgin variant cover. This one's probably going to be a chase for some people. I would just assume. Inferno number 3 getting the Jeff DeCall variant cover. And then here we have Inferno number 3 with the Stormbreakers variant. Inferno number 3 with another Momoko variant cover, but this time it's Magneto. And then everybody knows that I am all for this. I am all on board with Russell Darman doing his many designs, variant covers. Look at all the different hair details he's done here. Just shout out to you, Russell. Just amazing stuff here. This is your 25 copy incentive. And then here is your 50 copy, very spoilerific incentive variant. If you hadn't read issue 2 today, you should. Local comic shop day getting a John Boyd Myers variant cover, so make sure you inquire with your LCS about that variant itself. Marauders number 26, obviously delivering some more goods. And then Megan Hetrick giving us the good old Emma here. Lots of laces. Marvel's Voices Heritage number 1, the Kashala variant cover by Boney. The David Mack variant giving us the Echo. And then the Danny Moonstar variant by Wolf Nam. And then Marvel's Voices, the Richardson variant for Warpath. And then the Bill Sienkiewicz variant cover for Moonstar. Pretty cool. Phoenix Song Echo issue number 2. Now, there's some people who are saying it's kind of social justice warrior written and, you know, all that. But I want to find out more about this Riverwalker guy. First appears on the 1 in 25 incentive cover. So, what's up, Telekinetic Age? So here's issue 2, but this Derek Chu variant cover of her is amazing. I like the Chu design. Good work there, Derek. Daniel Acuna giving us a sick variant cover for Bounty Hunters. Crimson Rain. Oh, yep. So you've heard me beat this drum to death about Star Wars Solo number 1, Kira's first appearance. She obviously takes over Crimson Rain. So it's interesting to see how they tie the Crimson Rain into the Star Wars lore. And then here is the Raza Knights of Ren variant cover. Amazing. And it's open order. The Warriors Dawn variant cover. And then we have a bunch of other variants that did not have artwork for. The Crane Enemies Dawn variant. The Fam Syndicate variant. The Lopez Sabek card variant. And then the Cummings variant is your incentive variant. I believe it's only a 25 copy. So, should be enough to go around on those. In the Marvels number 6, according to the solicits, we are getting a new character. And I believe that is her on the cover of both the A cover and the B cover, fighting everybody. Venom issue 2 shows an Eddie Brock still in the Venom suit, which is weird. And then, as you guys know, I'm a huge Liefeld fan, or a huge Deadpool and Cable fan. Here we go. X-Force Kill Shot, the anniversary special. Jeff Scott Campbell giving us the Domino variant cover, which is a homage to X-Force 11. And then here we go with the Liefeld variant, the Ron Lim variant, the Lanil Francis Yu variant, and then the one that I'm really after, the one that definitely definitely throws me back to my childhood, is the Hidden Gem. X-Men Legends number 9 giving us a good old Hulk 340 variant cover swipe. Well, it's not even a variant, it's just a regular cover, but it's a swipe nonetheless. Lady Deathstrike, Omega Red, and Sabretooth all giving Logan a hard time. And then Kari Andrews delivering the goods with a bubblegum cover for the guys who like young girls blowing bubbles. But X-Men Legends number 9 with the Kari Andrews variant is going to wrap up the FOC review. So I hope you guys see some stuff that you might want in your collections, because I know I did. Make sure you got your names down for them at your LCS. And I want to say thanks again for watching the show. Sorry about the hiccups. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Leave me a comment below, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you then.
If you're a content creator of any kind,